Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And yes, we are still at the island. We are doing, I think it's Gray's Ascension quest. And it took me a while to find the way, how do we get into the inner part of the island. Because I've been around the island a couple of times until this final round I noticed something. Here in this building, where we've been for another quest as well, apparently there's a line on top that we can use to get there. And I didn't see it last time we were there. And there it is. And that's how we get to the middle part. And like I said in the last episode, I do hope that we'll find like a teleportation way to get there. Because walking all this way each and every time
we're sliding down
would be slightly annoying. But yes, now that we're finally here, we can get that drop, if it's still here, and continue. Whoa. The land of the big monsters. Yeah, we might need to be a little bit more careful. But I do want to have that drop, because I've seen it so many times, but level 75. Technically, it would be hard, but not impossible. Oh, we've taken long enough that there are people around it, all level 71. Interesting. You know what? Shall we just try it? With, of course, the risk that... Because right now we are... No, we're not gonna do that. No. Because they're not elites, but they are blue, so they will be a bit difficult. And if it was just one, then yes, definitely I would have gone for this. Since we have no way to teleport here, if we die, we might end up in a place far from here that I need to get back here again. And even though I now know what we need to do to get there, I'd rather save it for when we're done. But the positive news is that this would be the perfect place.
Shall we deal with this?
To grind out some classes, that's for sure.
You're dealing with me.
You're a lifesaver.
What the hell's attacking me? Whatever it is, it's strong.
More enemies. What do we do?
Not like this.
And this just proves me to the fact that trying was not an option. Okay, so we're back at the line. Oh, that's okay. That's not too far away. But yes, we will try to make a beeline to the quest location for Gray. But yes, again, if we can master that area, I think we can really use it to our advantage for quite some time, especially if we're not gonna use our extra experience to auto level up. Oh, look at the size of these things. It's impressive. You almost want to fight them. Damn, look at that. Look at that tail. Alright, I do wonder what we're gonna find here. It can't be anything good, can it? Yes, and of course I'm trying extra hard to be extra safe. Oh, even those fights. Alright, can we actually get there? Or do we need to go through a cave or another cable? But to be honest, we are small enough for them to not even want to bother with us. I think we have to jump here. Alright. Well, let's stick to the sides.
That smarts.
And I think once we unlock the next few classes, this will be the place where we're gonna fight and unlock them. Ooh, a buddy? Yes.
We can't leave it like this.
We can imagine what happened here, definitely. Alright.
You what? It's night time already.
Alright, this should take us back on top, but is it where we need to be? The same. This great quest is really forcing us to explore the entire island, which is good, of course, because we're getting containers, bodies, all of it. But let's be honest, we do not want to miss those because they are very important for affiliations. Do tell me if we can get to where we need to be now. I do think we are closer.
That smarts.
Yes, we found it. Let's see.
Is it supposed to be here?
If she had information to pass us, it must have come from Monica. That ought to make it trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. We still haven't found a thing yet.
Doesn't seem to be anything here either.
Doesn't look like it's gonna turn up. How about we just give up and head back already? Oi, Grey, you listening? I said...
Wait. An ambush, eh?
Huh?
You finally made it, Grey.
And you are?
Looks like the info was good. We'll have a bit of your time if you don't mind.
A test or betrayal? Even if it is an ambush, it doesn't have to be nefarious. Maybe they have heard of him and want to challenge him to see how well they hold up against him. Or is it just that I don't want to see the lost numbers turn back? Ooh, the hardliners from the lost numbers. We'll make sure that there aren't any items on the floor. Yeah, it looks like we are fully in control of this fight, definitely.
Are you ready, Eunie?
Can't let you come it, Noah.
I am no regrets.
What just happened here?
They look vaguely like lost numbers.
Yeah,
I thought they were supposed to be our allies.
I suspect they're just an irritant, sent here to slow me down.
But who'd want to slow you down? Are they part of that opposing faction you were banging on about?
So then, these soldiers would have to be...
They're part of Monica's faction, no question. But even that's got its share of radicals like these guys. The ones that like to stir things up.
Stir up what, though? Nothing good, I guess.
Their ultimate objective is the eradication of Mobius. But they'll stop at nothing to achieve it. That's where the trouble starts.
So, bad things with the best of intentions.
They see the key pieces aligned on the board. Even Ouroboros are now in play. Now all it would take is to wrench the command from Monica, and the entire city could be mobilized.
Could they really do that?
There are ways. Steal enough Levnesses from us, whittle away at Monica's support, and soon she'll be wide open. Hard to tell exactly how they'll make their move. But it seems they've decided the time is ripe.
Okay, and what's that got to do with slowing you down?
Unlike most city folk, I'm a lone wolf. Might be they didn't account for me in their calculations and just simplified the maths.
Since Grey's not usually in the city, they would have to get him where they want him, then restrict his movements.
Oh, right. Now I'm with you.
You see?
Hang on. One more thing. Doesn't that still seem weird? It was Rosanna that told us to come here, right?
That's right. And we were ambushed. That would suggest an information leak.
Or she's part of it, and she just, well, technically lured us here.
What do you want to do now?
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed. That's all.
And what about Rosanna?
Well, I'm sure she isn't part of it, but can you imagine if she is? That would devastate Grey.
We're going back to the city. Come on, keep up.
No, it has to be an information leak, but who would leak that kind of information? Because we only know a handful of people.
I hope you weren't followed.
We've got enough decoys to keep them off our case, so I doubt they'd find us so easily. Still, if we keep twiddling our thumbs, it's only a matter of time before they rumble us.
We've already sent men.
Well, that was unavoidable. He's Vandham's man through and through.
5 years we've been biding our time. Now that we have a chance, we can't let it pass us by.
Yes, agreed. So why'd you jeopardize everything by stealing that thing? If it hadn't been me that noticed first, our whole plan could have gone up in smoke.
Well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been taking your sweet time with this thing.
Calm down, both of you. They'll never find this place. And even if they do realize something's amiss, I've got ways to keep Monica off the scent.
If you say so.
Getting her out of here will leave one fewer obstacle in the city. The only problem is Grey.
Some problem, though. He fought with Guernica on the front lines.
And his nose is as sharp as ever. Still, you can handle him, yeah?
You're not telling me that the entire marriage with Grey was nothing but a front to be able to play him at this time, as they want to take control of the city? Damn, that's cruel. I am hoping we're gonna get that part that she did it as a mission, but ended up falling in love with him. I hope so.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Well, that should earn us some time. I don't see any outstanding issues.
Rosanna's close to the core of the R&D team. And most importantly, she has Monica's ear. She'll use her non-combatant position if it's her neck on the line. Even if she has to betray her own husband. We'll be under more scrutiny than ever. So don't you dare do anything stupid.
Oh no, please do something stupid. Show us you care. Or else, when the time comes, you're going down.
Trust me, I won't. I wouldn't throw my back out for nothing.
If the others try to hinder our plans, we might have to actually use this thing. Lest we put our plans in motion ASAP.
Seriously, how could our whereabouts have been leaked?
The investigation comes later. First, back to the city.
Well, we know the leak. It's your significant other, Grey. It is. Well, there doesn't seem to be... plenty of nice stuff here, but... nothing permanent. So let's get that collectible, well... container. And then just walk back to the city. See what we can find out.
This has got to be worth a bunch.
We should take good care of that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there is anything significant.
Get away!
No, not one of those flyers. That's what killed me last time. Oh well, the quest is over now, so it's not that bad. Pillars, pillars. Yes! Oh, just in time.
Huh? Hear that?
Alright, so we've got a war point in the middle of them, so we can use them at some point as training material, for sure. Exactly what I wanted. Alright. Now we need the full map, not the local. I do hope this turns out okay. A very intense story bit for just one of our friendly classes.
Gray.
You're the guy who works with Monica.
There's something I wanted to pick your brains about.
Let's hear it.
I've heard your Rosanna has been trying to get outside.
I see.
She was stopped by the soldiers and turned back just like that, they say. Just for my own conscience, I went to check it with the R&D team, but they said she'd not come in that day.
Whoa, is she okay? What if she was forced into something by that lot who attacked us?
You were attacked?
It's nothing. Keep going.
Right, well, that's about it. It just seemed a bit fishy is all, which is why I wanted it noted.
What did Monica have to say?
About that. She actually took an away team and went out. Something about a request from Rosanna. Seemed urgent.
That's it, that's the attack. The way they want to get Monica out of here.
I mean, I suppose it must have been to get the boss moving like that. I wonder what that's all about.
No clue, but I'll look into it.
Appreciate it, really I do. Somehow I don't feel like sticking my neck out myself here.
Gray, do you know where Rosanna could be?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You seem real relaxed for someone whose partner's missing, pal.
She made Monica leave the city and tried to go outside herself too. That does feel rather odd. Furthermore, Rosanna should be aware of the dangers that await a non-combatant on the outside.
Right? And if there was something she needed from beyond, couldn't she have just asked Monica?
Or her own husband, Gray?
Well, you want to contribute or what?
Whatever the case may be, Rosanna's tough. She'll be fine.
Huh?
I don't know where she went, but I can think of a few people who might.
Well then, shall we try asking them? That might be the quickest way.
Alright, let's see where they
Who
are.
asking then?
A doctor, a mechanic, and an old friend.
Alright, let's pick the closest one first. I got the chance to stop by Welwell's place and read something again. The latest volume of the Founder's Tale, it's just incredible. It moved me to tears right there and then. And I thought I'd be able to read the next part of the story. The emotion. Yeah, it's good to be alive sometimes. Ah, will friend sample delights of Emporium of Welwell? Welwell stock much exotic wares, like which friends never see. Novels, paintings, things of battle, priceless things that make heart glad and rich. Well, very glad if friends draw closer and sample excellent artistry. Yeah, someday we will, but we're in the middle of something. I need to ask you something. Ah, friends mean about Rosanna? That's right. Rosanna apparently been busy lately. Dreamt I've not seen her for 3 days. Shame, would have liked to spend more time tinkering with automaton. An automaton? Oh, that's right, had to regulate settings on some automaton. Gray, did you know about this? I did not. I haven't even heard. So this automaton you regulated, where is it now? Ah, Drum know it in hidey place, and not know any more than that. You were working on automaton, but you don't know where it was? Well, Drum told it question of trade secret. Had to walk to a place with ice covered. I don't think was still in city, but maybe on very tippy edge. Got it. That'll be all.
I see some
Alright,
relations have changed.
so we gotta figure out all 3 points. And then, of course, combine those at the discussion table. Yeah, teleporting inside the city, not that long of a load. Oh my, now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. I have a question for you. Well, that's unexpected. Tell me, what do you and I have to talk about? Do you know where Rosanna is? Rosanna? No, I don't believe I do. She's not like the rest of us, that girl. We don't have very much in common. What do you mean, exactly? Oh, you know, her way of thinking is not really compatible with ours. She's the kind of child who'll do anything to get her way. Is little Rosanna. Enough chit-chat. If you don't know anything, then we're done here. Now, is that any way to treat your elders? So callous, Gray. Come off it. I'm old enough to be your brother. I wish you wouldn't waste my time. Oh, sussy as ever. Alright, so listen here. I don't know where she is, but I can tell you a fascinating little tidbit. Rosanna happens to have some connections with my people. You mean the conservatives? Being a doctor ought to make one impartial, but that role isn't as reliable these days. So we've had to accept medicine from the girl at times. And at times we've been known to feed her a few scraps of information. I get the picture. That's enough. I'll say again, Rosanna is a good girl, but she's also the girl who puts her ends far above considering her means. You have to keep a tight rein on those types, and you never know what they might get up to.
I see some relations have
One
changed.
more point before we start the discussion. Got a question for you. Oh, nice to see you too, Gray. Rosanna's missing. Know anything? Rosanna. Well, she hasn't been here, I can tell you that much. Look, I know you've had dealings with her. Tell me what you know. You trying to make a point or something? I just owe that girl a debt, that's all. What kind of debt? Oh, for the love of the founders. Fine, I'll tell you. I got a feeling you won't leave me alone until I do. I got in some trouble with the hardliners some 5 years ago, alright? Their leader, Brew, gave me a real good thumping. The Rosanna stepped in and made the bosses leave me be. Anyway, since then, it's been greasing the wheels for her a little here and there. I see. Once I even rustled up some medicine she said she needed. The hardliners again. Come to think of it, why was Rosanna even around that time? It's always kinda bothered me, to be honest. I don't know exactly what they've been planning, but they sure were about to wreak merry havoc on this place. I'm definitely grateful to Rosanna for that, if nothing else. But yeah, that's about the gist of it. Do you know where the hardliners are? Well, I could say I don't, but I doubt you'd listen. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. One place is on the edge of the Rebelli Plaza. I don't know the exact location, but I like using that area a lot. Another's in the Great Sword Passage, although I haven't to say. I'm not sure that one's like a room or what. Other than that, I suppose there's the militia lookout. Maybe? You can see across the whole city from there. As long as they can't make any big moves, I expect they'll be in hiding. Understood. That will be enough. I can imagine what you're going through, you know. But she's a stubborn one, that girl. You couldn't rein her in if you tried. I didn't ask for your opinion. Alright.
I see.
I think we
Yes, we found enough clues, then let's get to a camp.
found out all that we can now.
Better make sure we're well rested. Where should I start?
Let's sum up what we've learned. First, we know Rosanna tried to send Gray and Monica out of the city. And we heard she tried to leave it herself as well. But it seems unexpected for Rosanna to try and go outside. It could have been a message of some kind. A message? A message, to convey the fact that she didn't leave the city, for instance. So, what, you think she was trying to tell Gray something? We can't discount the possibility. She may have already become involved in some difficulties at that juncture. Hey, those hardliner guys that attacked us, you think they're connected? Their goal is to eradicate Mobius. It wouldn't put it past them to get the city people involved. To my eyes, that is something to consider. Oh, pack up a sec. Rosanna has no way to fight, right? So why is she going against the hardliners? That's a good point. Additionally, she was also said to have connections to the Conservatives. Right, yeah, there's that. Of course, she might just have personal friends who happen to fall on both sides. That wouldn't be so strange. But that fact does strike me as somewhat calculated, even mercenary. Gray, do you have anything you can tell us? I don't know how she got involved in all this, but Rosanna, she'll do whatever it takes. When she's set on something, there's no stopping that woman. If her connections to another faction can serve as the means to her end, there's no doubt in my mind she'll make use of them. Well, I guess she did send us on that wild Medu's chase. Do we think she's in league with those hardliners and that's why she tried to get us snuffed out? It's possible, but I wouldn't put it past her. Well, then what the spark are we nethering on for here? Right, perhaps you should start checking on the places where the hardliners are rumored to hang out. Nice idea, but going by that doctor, I doubt they're all gonna be neatly cooped up in one place. Should we just go over them one by one then? That doesn't strike me as realistic. There's no telling when they might make their move. Speaking of which, I worried about the mention of an automaton. Yes, if those things get deployed inside the city, then we deal with those first. But we don't really know where they are. Let's see, the doctor gave us 3 suspected locations. True, unknowingly there are multiple possibilities for the location of their hideout. Well, let's start with wherever is most likely then, I guess. No need. The places the good doctor gave us were meant to pinpoint the hardliner stronghold. And the Nopon drum provided a hint to the automaton's location. Ah, gotcha. If you put those clues together... Exactly. We can discount the place overlooking the city as well as the Rebelli Plaza area. Just an educated guess, but if I was going to hide an automaton anywhere, it would be at the 3rd place. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over there. Alright, the sword passage it is. Doesn't mean that we need to travel to the hilt for that?
How are we looking out there?
Monica's still gone, but Gray's back with Ouroboros, looks like.
That guy really doesn't know when to quit.
Still, if we can just disrupt the command chain, everything else should fall into place, right?
Finally. Our toy will have its day.
Of course. It's high time we got to use this thing, and I couldn't think of a better opportunity.
Oh, yes. She turned out exactly as I'd hoped.
You're a sly one, aren't you? Getting people to accept you, then using them as you like.
I'm sorry. What?
Skilled technologists from R&D always have to be... managed, to a degree. We've watched you closely. And you've never leaked info about our actions to anyone.
You've helped us come this far. Regardless of the results, you've made your bed as our accomplice.
You're still not making any sense. You think the plan's going to fail?
I don't intend to let this opportunity pass me by. Whatever happens, I'll leave my mark on this city. I promise you that.
This is our chance to gain the upper hand in one fell swoop. No need to get gloomy.
Yes, that's exactly it.
We'll have Ouroboros in our hands, and we won't have to fight them. No more hiding, no more biding our time. No more taking anyone's crap. That stuff's for the birds.
Guernica, Monica, They're too soft by half.
We'll cause a disturbance in the city, then use the confusion to steal away all the Levnesses. Brilliant!
Well, yeah, you gotta get that far first, cause we're gonna try to stop you before that happens. Cause you're not gonna take over the city, trust me.
With Monica gone, now's our window. We'll suppress the military and have them hand over the leadership.
Once we bend Ouroboros to our command, all we have to do is squish Mobius under our thumb.
Really? You even thinking you can bend Ouroboros to your command? That's not gonna work. They have their own agenda. We have our own agenda. And that's not following yours.
You think they'll ally themselves with us? Even after we cause all this ruckus?
Ha! They're just a bunch of kids. They'll be putty in our hands.
Right. Putty in our hands indeed.
I can't get a line on Rosaria. Is she really that bad, or is she just rude? And did she actually give a hint to Grey to where they are? I wonder. Is it just the hope I have in my head that she's not 100% bad? That it's just a bad set of circumstances? I guess there's only one way to see, and that's just by moving onwards, isn't it? So, where can we be? Is it... Of course it's not here, because it's in a short passage. Alright, there it is. Okay, this is then the easiest spot to go to. Oh, I'm so curious to see where this will end. But let's be honest, one way or another we'll find out. I know where I wanted to be, but
Is it really here?
I don't think we have a say in the matter.
Be on the lookout for a hidden door. Anything that strikes you as odd.
Was it meant to be here somewhere? Looks like a whole load of nothing.
Well, this is where the doc said.
Wait.
The ever-perceptive Grey.
Here.
He's really
How
good.
did you know?
Too much effort to explain. Let's just go.
Are all old people this cranky?
Beats me. Come on, let's just follow him.
Alright.
Up ahead.
You know that once we get through this door, we are gonna have to fight that big automaton. I think we will beat it, of course. We are more than strong enough to do that. There's gonna be a few more story bits behind that. Will we save it here? Maybe use the opportunity to go back to the island and maybe grind out some more levels and classes as well, making ourselves stronger. That's an idea, isn't it? No, I'm gonna leave it here. So, on the next episode, we're gonna go through that door, fight the automaton, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, beat the living crap out of it, and see where Grey's wife stands. Is she with him, with us, or is she with the conservatives, the hardliners, against us?
What have we got around
I think
here?
that's the biggest question we want to see answered, because at this moment, I don't know. I don't want her to be, but there's so much writing against her right now of the scenes that we've seen. But if what they say is true, that she gave a hint on potentially where they are, then would indicate that she might be in too deep and she's just trying to survive until Grey comes there to rescue her. But on the other hand, Grey says he's stubborn enough that if she has a goal in mind, no matter what, she'll do whatever she has to get there. Meaning that if she's working with the hardliners and the conservatives, maybe there is something that she needs to get done. Maybe that she needs the automaton for. And that is just a means to an end. That she's not actually betraying Grey, she's just getting to point B. The next part in her plan on whatever it is. And that's what makes this so interesting to me, really. This is a really good story part, a really good ascension quest. I'm really liking this. It's a bit long, but to be honest, I don't mind that. And if we just had gone straight away towards where we need to be for the quest, we could have possibly do this in the same episode as well. But for now, we'll leave it here. So, for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. As we're gonna get inside that door, beat the automaton, and see where her allegiances lie. See you next time. Bye bye.